Annual water allowance conversation.
Yes, if you recall, last month during the public comment period, it was said that we would add this to the agenda item, but Rosemary Brennan had suggested that you guys consider a annual 60,000 gallon allowance. As you know, everyone gets 5,000 gallons a month at the base rate. She hardly goes over, so she said, I haven't fact checked that or anything, but I don't think it needs to be, but so she hardly goes over in winter and does not use the full 5,000 and would like the kind of credit of not using those to be used in the summer before she's being billed over. That was kind of her idea for you guys to discuss, was having a yearly allotment, if you will, with flexibility.
So how easy would that be to set up a spreadsheet that gets looked at every month? And
it would be a billing nightmare, but
we'll just change the way we bill. Everybody would pay the base rate.
I don't have a way in the software to track and calculate those types of things.
Yes, but did you have something?
I think it's unfair for some people if we're to give an allowance and people decide because they're not here and not using water, and then be able to come in afterwards. Oh my, you have two homes. Some people only have one home, and they pay what they pay, and they're here all year. And I just think that's unfair to give.
Well, the bottom line is people need to pay to have service from our system. It's my opinion. But we wanted to have a discussion about it because we had a ratepayer who very much wanted us to talk about that as an option. And I think that's fair to ask and have us consider that. So I don't know, Dan, do you have thoughts about it? You way overuse your water. I already know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I certainly understand her plight.
Yeah.
That.
And I didn't get a sense that she was asking for the whole year allotment. I had a sense that she was asking at the end of winter, if I've only used out of the 6 months when meters aren't read, if I've only used, 13,000 gallons, can I get a $17,000 credit toward my summer bill?
Yeah.
But it does seem like it's a large bookkeeping nightmare. It would be very easy once we have the entire community served on cellular read meters. But that's going to be a long way off before we have the entire community on cellular read meters. And they're already going to be in sticker shock when the meter actually reads the water they actually use. So
just to put a dollar value to it to help you guys. So it's like 30,000 gallons is, half of it or whatever. Let's say, they banked 30,000 with their very little wintertime usage. That's 30,000 gallons at $1.75 is like $52.50. It's not some landslide of money that would really be saved.
Mm-hmm.
But
does it smell very smoky in here?
Oh, yeah, it's a little smoky.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can totally see it flowing in.
Yeah.
That's can leaf pipe. It's just sitting there smoldering.
Oh yeah, well, late stone clearing it.
So I have
okay.
I understand the question, and I think there's some validity to the question, and I would want to really look at this in depth to see if there was a way we could do it without causing you to grow another brain.
Right.
and twice as much time and 2 more arms.
Yeah.
And I don't think it should be a decision that we make tonight.
I agree.
We find a way to kind of research it and come to a defensible decision regardless of which way we go. Does that make sense?
That's fair. It would be a good workshop topic.
Yeah.
I know when we talked about raising the rates past the last year, there was a mention of customers that were on fixed incomes, and if they weren't going to be able to afford that, were we going to somehow help them out? So I think it's a great topic for more, definitely more
depth.
Yep. Yeah. And really, we're talking about winter usage only. And
Or lack of usage.
or lack of usage, yeah. And so we'd have to analyze what that means to the bottom line of keeping our system up and running and the projects that we know we have to do and the projects that we hope to do. And the money doesn't come from out of the air. It comes from people connected to the system, and most systems have a specific number of gallons that you get per month as the base. So, okay, well, I think we're just gonna consider that we're going to continue discussing and doing some research on this. I can see if any of my people who are buddies now, after I did the backflow prevention study, will talk to me about how they handle it in their districts around the state, and then we'll get some more back. Okay. Old business. Backflow